Small business hacks, 100 shortcuts to success. Hack 9, how to price your products. Whether you're already in business or just getting started, setting prices for products is key. The first rule is small business should never try to compete on price. It's an impossible task. Here's how to price your products correctly. 1. Calculate your costs. First, determine how much it costs you to make or buy your products. This is called the cost of goods sold, COGS. List all the direct costs related to your product, such as material or supplies, equipment used, and labor. COGS also includes costs directly related to selling the goods, such as commissions or salaries for your sales team, or the purchase and maintenance of company vehicles they use to make sales calls. 2. Assess your expenses. Add up your general and administrative G&A expenses. There are These are the costs of doing business that are not directly related to making, obtaining, or selling a product. Frequently, you will need to separate your overhead expenses related to COGS from those related to G&A. For instance, if your building includes a warehouse where you store inventory, the rent on that portion of the space would be considered COGS, but the rent on the rest of the offices would fall under G&A expenses. 3. Calculate your gross and net profit. Subtract your pre-unit COGS from your product's per unit selling price and you'll get your gross profit. Dividing gross profit by gross sales will give you your gross profit margin. You pay G&A expenses out of your gross profit, and the money left over is your net profit. Your price must be high enough to produce enough gross profit to pay your expenses and generate a net profit. These calculations alone aren't enough to determine your product's prices. You also need to consider other factors, including what do your competitors charge? The average price your competitors charge is referred to as the market price. However, some of your competitors will charge much less than the market price, while others will charge more. Examine each competitor's to assess what factors enable them to charge higher or lower prices than the norm. Do they offer higher quality, better service, or add value? Are they sourcing overseas? Can you do the same? Where do you sell? Depending on the sales channels you use to get the product to market, you need to adjust your prices. For example, if you manufacture a product or sell wholesale to retailers, your price needs to be low enough so retailers can mark up the price and make a profit. What are your customers willing to pay? Formulas will only take you so far. If your customers aren't willing to pay what you're charging, you need to make some adjustments. Whatever you do, don't lower your prices so far that you aren't making a profit. Remember, prices don't remain static. You need to adjust your pricing many times over the life of your small business. The key is when your price is right, you're meeting the needs of your customer and the bottom line. So, um, obviously, you know, there's certain costs like, you know, the materials, labor, um, maybe storing a product in a warehouse until it's sent to a um, retail store, or there's various factors contributing to the cost, but and likewise what you might be charging to make a profit. You also have to look at what competitors are charging to gauge if um, customers might be willing to pay at the price you're asking. So hopefully you found some value in this. It was how to price your products from small business hacks. Thanks and have a good day.